Okay, so let's continue. Okay, okay. So I'm going to summarize the last lecture. I was talking about the biogas. So Chandras, can you repeat the thing what we have discussed in the last lecture? Yes, Chandra.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes
please
सर
continue.
लास्ट क्लास में अपन बायोगैस पढ़े थे। तो पहले अपन पढ़े कि बायोगैस के सोर्सेस कहाँ कहाँ से हो सकते हैं। तो सोर्सेस में अपन पढ़े थे फॉरेस्ट और मिल रेसिड्यूज और वुड वेस्ट, ये सब
Okay,
एनिमल लाइफ स्टॉक। फिर अपन
okay,
पढ़े थे कि बायोगैस का डेफिनेशन पढ़े थे कि क्या होता है। और
okay,
फिर बायोगैस प्लांट पढ़े थे। तो प्लांट में से अपन एक तो बायोगैस हमको मिलता है जिसको अपन हीटिंग पर्पस या कुकिंग पर्पस के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं। और दूसरा हमको
okay,
मैन्योर मिलता है जिसको अपन फर्टिलाइजर इंडस्ट्री में यूज कर सकते हैं
correct, correct.
एग्रीकल्चर में। फिर
Okay,
बायोगैस और नॉर्मल वुड का कंपैरिजन किए थे कि कैलोरीफिक वैल्यू किसकी हाई होती है और कौन ज़्यादा एफिशिएंट होता है। तो
okay,
काउ
okay,
डंग केक और बायोगैस का। उसके बाद
okay, good, good.
ऑप्टिमम कंडीशन फॉर बायोगैस प्रोडक्शन ये पढ़े कि पीएच और कार्बन नाइट्रोजन रेशियो और सॉलिड कंटेंट ये सब। उसके
Okay,
उसके बाद हाउस होल्ड में क्या क्या एडवांटेजेस है और किस लिए हेल्पफुल हो सकता है बायोगैस। और वुमेन्स को जो प्रॉब्लम होते हैं उससे रिलीफ कैसे मिल सकता है वो सब पढ़े।
okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, that's it. Okay, so as this PPT information, all must be aware about the biogas now. So biogas calorific value is also very good, as well as means it's also behaving like that similar kind of LPG gas when it's burned into the stove. Okay, I had already told you about that. It's having the temperature range 30-35, pH value is 6.8 to 7.5, and C by N ratio. C by means carbon by nitrogen is a very important parameter in the biogas production. And retention time that we already discussed, that it's not like that means you just developed a biogas unit and by the day one you are going to get the production. You have to wait for the bacteria growth. So at least 3-4 weeks you have to be wait, and then uh, you can have the idea as per your biogas model construction, like that fixed dome, like that floating dome. If you're using floating domes, automatically the dome will come to the upward direction, and then you can understand that there is a gas production. And in the fixed dome, you have a pipeline. So time to time means after 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks, you have to see whether the production is started or not. Okay. Second thing is that that's having 60% methane, very few percentage water vapor and sulfur compound, and carbon dioxide gases. So such kind of sulfur gases you have to remove, and there are several techniques for the desulfurization. Okay, so these are the basically source means what you can put into there. Animal waste can be there, human waste can be there, agricultural waste, residue material, and waste from the aquatic origin, and industrial waste, sugar tannery and factory tannery, whatever using the biodegradable material. Like that, one industry is having a lot of personnel in that area, and 24 hours the kitchen has to be means mode on, and they have to prepare the food, and lot of food is also going to be just as wastage material, and they have to throw, or they have to just kind of management, they throw it, or they just transfer it to the next person, and they can just feed to the animals outside of the industry or far away from the industry area. So it depends on the availability. So important thing is that if industry kind of things over there, so they can make plan like that biogas unit, and they can produce that biogas on the site, and that biogas can use in their mass area. So overall, that will be a saving energy as well as money too. So you can save few cylinders, LPG cylinder of course, in a year, and then you can use it, and then you can properly manage your food waste. So as per the potential we had already discussed. So sorry. So generally cow dung is generally available when you are having animal house or a farmer or a remote area. Generally they have farmers because they are totally depend on the farming. Like that, if you discuss about a village, you go to any door, definitely you will get two, three cattle in a house. If the house is means owner is rich, then you can have 6, 7, 10. And if they are doing the business on that milk basis, means they have to supply the milk to the town. So that means they must have more than 10, 15 cattle in their home. Cow. So they are having lot of cow dung every day. So what they generally do, they just take it, collect it, and then they throw it out of the door, or they are having a corner where they are just dumping every day. And after 4, 5 months, 6 months, then when the stock cow dung stock that was looking like the dried cow dung, or means. However, if you dig it, you can feel a lot of smell is coming from the place because that is the open drying. And finally, they just take that kind of cow dung, which was collected in a semester, and then they take it to the field and manually they distribute it into their gardening area or in their fields for the as a fertilizer. However, if you are doing the biogas based unit development, so you can get the gas as well as you can get the slurry, and that slurry is very good as compared to the earlier process. And the fruits, vegetables, crops, whatever use such kind of things, that growth is also very good as well as the quality of the product is also very nice. Okay, so that is also really very good technique. And power generation means that can run the IC engine. A small industry like the flour mill, sawmill, etc., if they use it, biogas can similarly use to produce electricity. Dual fuel engine, 80% biogas and 20% diesel. So that is a dual fuel engine, and then such kind of engines are available now if you are having production. But in the remote areas where the electricity is an issue, they don't have generally electricity availability. Still, they are having the connections, but electricity is not that much available in India as we are very big in the capacity. So I had seen such kind of things in my life when we did not have enough electricity. So every day I have to manage the kerosene oil lamp. That was my duty because if there is no kerosene, so lamp cannot burn, and then lamp cannot burn, then there is no light in the evening. So nobody can have that homework, assignment, such kind of jobs. So for that we have to be very careful, and I was basically a person to manage all that. So every time is whenever the municipal corporation, like the district supply office, having a lot of shops in the town, so I have to go to the shop and then collect the 5 liter kerosene oil on my ration card behalf. I have to go to there, and then they will just provide, they will just measure, and then they will give the 5 liter per family person or the such kind of lighting issues. Now those days gone. Now nobody is going. Even the kerosene oil supply is coming, but as the gas, LPG gas available everywhere, everybody is using this kind of cylinder. So again, the government had conducted a survey who is having gas and who is not having. So as per such data informed to the district office. So they again said whoever is having gas connection, they cannot have such kind of kerosene quota. So then later on automatically it's off. Okay. So later on we had seen the Petromax days. Means light power was not available in the town, but that Petromax came into the market. So everybody bought that 1.8 kg or 1.2 kg gas, I think so, in the Petromax, and that was basically using for the lighting purpose. Whenever there is power on, and then I have to burn it, and within few seconds that will burn and that will glow to the whole area, and the purpose is all means we can read, even we can discuss, family members can sit together. So if there is no job during the evening hours, so still we have light in the house. And later on in that A class town, B class town, C class town, the electricity availability improved. Like that in my town. Now there is no issue about the electricity. And earlier we had been there many times to the powerhouse regarding that issues why power is not coming to the society. Okay, so especially that biogas can also solve such kind of issues in the village areas, rural areas, so that gas can be burned in the same kind of system, and then you can have the light basically. And if you are producing in bulk and you are having an engine, so you can use it for their purpose also. Okay, so that is a comparison between direct burning and indirect burning. If you are having 5 kg dry dung and you are going for the direct burning mode means a lady is collecting the wood from the outside in the whole day, and then she has to come back, and then she has to cook the meal, and in that she has to use wood as well as dried cow dung cake. So that dried cow dung cake is a ready-made product which is generally available in that rural areas, and many of farmers who are living there, they are selling such kind of cow dung cake and earning good amount of money. Like that is one of my relative, they are having more than 15 to 20 cattle, and my auntie hired a person, and that person is basically doing the job, collecting the cow dung cake, taking away, and then preparing the cow dung cake, and then put into the shape so that solar radiation can fall directly on that cake area. And then within 4, 5, 6 days, the cow dung cake dried, and after dried, the person collected one by one, and then having a stock. And neighbors are coming every day to get it because they don't have any kind of sources availability in their home to prepare the meal. So either they have to burn the wood, or they have to burn the cow dung cake. They are doing. So finally, you are getting nothing. Whatever you have cow dung cake, calorific value data is here in the slide. So efficiency is very less, and then you can see the at the end you don't have anything. Everything is just gone, and you did not have only as content is there in your traditional chula. However, in the right hand side, if you are having a biogas, 1 cubic meter biogas you can use. In that, gross calorific value is 4713 there, and device efficiency is 55%. So overall, you are getting 2592 kilocalorie, and in between that, you are getting the manure. So that manure is also very important in that area where you are having a lot of plants. So like that, suppose you are living in just 200 square meter area house, and definitely you will have lot of plants everywhere. The plants there. So those plants growth, you have to use many things. You have to get the cow dung. You have to get the cow dung based slurry. You have to get the biogas based slurry, and then you feed that slurry into your plantation area, and then you will see the growth is completely different. Many persons whoever having that knowledge, they do themselves in their on the roof areas. they have completely a biogas setup unit, in that they are getting the biogas as well as they are getting the slurry, and that slurry they use into the plants which are already available in their houses. Main door, corridor, first floor, second floor, and on the roof. Lot of plants are there. I had seen many places. Okay. So these are the data of the calorific values. So generally in the local term, we just called it gobar gas. Basically, that is biogas. So the calorific value is there. Okay. So calorific value is there. Okay. So such kind of things you have to be very careful. Okay. So now come to the advantage. So the advantage is you can see that in the slide. Lot of advantage. So here I will stop about this, and now I have to discuss the biogas BDTC, Biogas Technical Development Center, BDTC, Biogas Development and Training Center. You see, government means basically government of India, and there is a Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. That ministry had set up several BDTC units, Biogas Development and Training Center, come technical backup unit, basically BDTC. Like that, IIT Delhi having one, another one at Indore University, Devi Ahilya, Energy Department, and I think one in the Tesferi Ahmedabad. There are several. So, what is the role of BDTC? So, biogas development must be there where such kind of sources are in bulk. So according to that, government make a plan so that we have to uh, explain to the society. You know, the farming belt, they are not having that much awareness. Okay, so to aware them, first of all, awareness program must be there. So with the help of radio, with the help of Doordarshan, with the help of Krishi Darshan, government propagate such kind of their programs. कि we are doing that, and if you will do this, you will get such kind of benefits. I still remember that is when we were watching DD1 movies. So on, I think Monday, we had a program Krishi Darshan. That was 15 minutes program, I think so only. So such kind of programs, and when that metro stations is like that metro city like that Jaipur, those cities having that like that festivals. In the Lucknow, we are having Lucknow Mahotsav. So if you go to Lucknow Mahotsav, you will see that every day at least few things are going to rate of things every day. So lot of farmers, lot of experts, they have to come there and they have to explain their knowledge to the society. And lot of farming belt persons, they are also coming to learn from them. We have to go there generally. And I saw such kind of things in that Mahotsav. And even the district level headquarter, there is a exhibition. So that exhibition generally showing such kind of ways, means if we are loving to environment, we would like to do something in favor of environment, so we have to do such kind of thing. And these type of information you can get from the counter which are generally available in that exhibitions supported by the government. So ministry had set up many centers, and those centers are playing their role to improve the level of the person with the help of such kind of technology because they don't know. So BTTC is playing a very good role in this direction, and basically engage BTTC generally they do research as well as the development of the biogas models. They have many setups of the biogas models and they showed which one model is good. And second thing is that whatever biogas produced at the center, they consume for their activities purpose. Like that at Indore, from that place I did PhD, I saw every day we were getting tea from the biogas based stove. On the back side, we had one biogas unit and that was connected to the stove, and one person managed for such kind of feeding material to that. So every day we have seen that attendant from the biogas unit, he was feeding the material to the unit, and one person he prepared the tea from the stove and then distributed to the all the scholars, staff, faculty, teaching and non-teaching staff. Everybody has to get 2 times tea from the department just to consume such kind of biogas. Okay. So designing, development, and information, of course. And second job that is also very important to organize training courses for developing entrepreneurs and for staff of the state nodal department and implementing agencies, etc. And time to time call the farmers batch. So the BDTC having a scientific officer, and that person just collect the information from the local areas, and then they invite those local areas fellows. They have to go to the village areas, and then they have to inform that we are having such kind of training program, so please you join. So many of them, like that one village at least 10 persons, so 10 village they just surveyed, and then they had a 10 into 10 means 100 persons. They will come approximate such variation, so out of 190 will be there or 80 will be there, then they have to provide training to them. So due to this, we can improve the label and then we can develop the biogas model. So many of them interested to have the biogas model, and then again the construction team, BTTC having the team also for that. So one engineer, one attendant, one helper, they will go to their site and then they will make the plan accordingly. So with the help of BDTC, such kind of things had gone, and finally they have to make the report. Okay, how many biogas unit they had installed in that whole academic year, means uh, financial year, basically. Okay, so they have to, and time to time, it's not like that they had installed. That's their duty to run the system properly. So time to time the scientific officer and other person, they have to visit particularly to that particular person house and then check whether that unit is working well or not. And during the training they provide the information how to make the maintenance. So many of them, they got the idea how to maintain the system, and if still they are having any doubt, so they can talk to the BDTC person through phone and discuss about the problem. Such kind of thing. And third one is the development of the multidisciplinary network program in area of the biogas technology to provide consultancy services to the manufacturers, NGO, implementing agency, and developing and testing of the new systems. So basically means when I was doing PhD at Develi University in the energy department, I saw in my, I was there from 97 to 2003. So during my tenure, every year I had seen many batches, and I worked in that batches as a volunteer to just manage all them, means myself and my other friends at the time. So 40% or 60% batch is coming for the training, 2 days training, 3 day training, to provide lunch, dinner, meal, like that. and we have to be also attend the lectures in the local language as well as in English. Okay, so then that center has to also develop that research in this field. Means they want to improve the system efficiency. So time to time they have to do such kind of experiments. And then removal of CO2 and H2S through water scrubbing technology or membrane separation, like that. There are several other methods also. And then biogas bottling into the CNG cylinder. That is very new topic in the country since last 5-6 years, and that area is growing so fast. Biogas bottling plant now is, uh, is a very fruitful business, and many industries are doing that. Okay, so that is quite new thing in the country. However, the same thing was going on in abroad, and like that, we know the Sweden is using a lot of biogas, and other countries are using also biogas. So we can also do the same thing. Okay. So overall, now come back to the advantage point. So BTTC basically aware the public, society, farming areas, farmers, and such kind of brochure with them biogas in local language like their Hindi. What is biogas? What are the benefit of the biogas? What are the models of the biogas? What are the cost or price for the biogas, different, and then the contact person. If you have any query, you can contact this person, you can write an email, or you can contact to the person, and then you can get your all answers. Time to time, many person, they have to visit the department where the BTTC is there to discuss that, sir, we are having cattle and our house is so big, and we are having agricultural shadow material also. So what do we have to do? Can we have the biogas model, or which one model will be nice? That's like this. Okay. So overall, the biogas advantages, it's a clean source of energy. If you have the biogas in your area, then you can see that earlier that place was so dirty, but after the biogas system installation in your area, that place is completely nice. That looks very clean. Earlier that was so dirty. So like, and at Indore there is a Kasturba Gandhi. They are having one biogas model that was basically floating drum type. Means I was a student. I had visited that place when I worked as a volunteer in the BTTC center to take the persons, means the whoever attended to that places, and then at the same time I had seen many times such kind of demo. So basically what they do, they are having one area where they are putting the cattle every morning. And when they put the cattle, so they have to feed the stock, whatever they are feeding to the animals. So after that, they just changes the place of the animals to the different point. And one person area with a pipe, water pipe basically, and then one person just look, and then manually that's having a little bit slope area. So automatically the whole thing is going to the down, and that small area is connected to the biogas unit inlet point. And at the inlet, they just have the locked. Means the water can collect it into the section but cannot enter. So whatever cow dung collected, they just put it and then they feed into that input point, and one person do it manually. to just mix it homogeneously, and slowly that person will use the hand and with a rod, with a wooden stick, and then mix it slowly, and once feeling like that everything is homogeneous, so they just remove the input valve, and then valve is open, so whole thing will go into the store biogas unit. Okay, and after dry that area, then again they can shift to this direction. So like that, only 2-3 persons managed lot of number of the animals. गाय है, भैंस है, बैल है, और भी हैं. And second thing is that that ashram itself having a lot of big area for the cultivation. A lot of families are living there. So for that they have to need food. So food they growing in that area. Regarding the preparation of the meal, lunch, dinner, breakfast, every household having the biogas pipeline connection. And they connected into the kitchen area, and everybody is using for that purpose. Third thing is that was floating drum drive. So when there is a gas production, drum will go into the upward direction, and on the top there is a connection of the pipe which are connected to the each household areas in the kitchen section. So when they consume the gas, and then drum will be little bit down. So like that. Third thing is that whatever slurry was there, capacity was very big. So whatever slurry was there, they just collected into the primary tank and then secondary tank, and at the end they just take the slurry and then they go to their field. Priority is that first they consume themselves, but that plant was so big, so they also have big stock. So for that they are supporting to the nearby farming belt. So neighbors are coming to that place regarding that query of that biogas based slurry, and they just take the slurry into their tractor trolley and then go to their field. Of course, they have to pay for this. This is earning of the society. So like that model I had seen at Indore. Okay. So that already we had discussed in this slide, means basically women life will be improved, and with the help of such kind of arrangement, then there will be no gases which are not good for the body as well as for the environment. So basically you are not burning, you are using biogas to cook your meal, or if you have LPG, that's also nice. So lot of smoke you can save with the help of this. Now come to the C/N ratio. C/N ratio is very important. C/N means carbon by nitrogen. The relationship between the amount of carbon and nitrogen present in the organic material is expressed in terms of carbon nitrogen ratio, and that ratio is 20:30. Is considered optimum for the anaerobic digestion without presence of oxygen. If C/N ratio is very high, that means nitrogen will be consumed rapidly by the methanogenes for the meeting their protein requirement, and will no longer react on the leftover the carbon content of the material. As a result, gas production will be low, which we don't want. On the other hand, if C/N ratio is very low, so nitrogen will be liberated and accumulated in the form of ammonia. So in the both condition, not allowed. So we have to control the system like that. The C/N ratio is in that range, and then we can have the good production. The pH higher than 8.5 will start showing the toxic values. So that's also a parameter which we have to care about it. Okay. Now the digestion. Digestion refer to various reaction and the interaction that take place among the methanogeneous, non-methanogeneous, and substrate fed into the digester as input. We have to be very careful. First of all, you see the input material. Means I'm coming to Abhishek Singh. Abhishek, Abhishek, up there. Ahmed,
Yes, sir.
Ahmed, so till now we had discussed about the biogas information first.
Yes.
Then we had discussed about the BDTC biogas technical backup unit like this. Biogas ये BDTC biogas that
Hello.
is Biogas Development and Training Center BDTC बोलते हैं उसको ठीक है
Yes, sir.
okay. So we had discussed about the BDTC objective. That was basically public awareness. Public awareness first, and then research next one, and third one is that collaboration with the companies to develop such kind of model and collaborated with the NGOs, local NGOs to just promote about that, and so that means BDTC or other NGOs will work together, and then they will have a good information to the society. If anybody want to do that or planning something in the mind, so they can get the consultancy from that BDTC. Okay. So we had also discussed about the environment advantages, C by N ratio. So now come to the digestion. So before digestion, I am asking you that what material you will feed into the biogas unit.
सर बायोगैस यूनिट में तो सर जो जैसे एनिमल एक्सक्रीटा का जो है पार्ट वही डालेंगे.
So what is the major issues right now? दो इशू होते हैं जनरली. जब शुगर केन प्रोडक्शन होता है तो शुगर केन बल्क में होता है. ओके. और शुगर केन इतना बल्क में होता है कि फार्मर्स उसको क्या करते हैं कि पूरे एरिया को सेल कर देते हैं. So but whoever take that sugarcane area, they are also having their own land as well as the labor is limited. So sometimes they said we cannot have that much land, big area. We want the small one. So they have to cut the sugarcane and then cut into the small pieces and feed it to the animals. I had seen that in my area. In my town, nearby areas, I had seen that actually. So that much sugarcane production was there, which was not digested by the industries because production was so high and industry having a capacity. So then the farmers are ready to for the next crop. So overall, they don't want such kind of bulky production. So they just want to remove it. Okay. Second thing is that what other material we can feed. You see, means nearby the institute, there are so many areas. Okay, so when season is coming into the peak, I had seen the many machines, they just get that rice, and then that lot of residue material is still over there in the field. The same thing for the wheat. जब गेहूं को निकालते हैं ना तो उसको कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं. कलेक्ट करके थ्रेशर मशीन होता है तो उसमें मैनुअली पुश करते हैं और मैनुअली पुश करने के बाद में गेहूं अलग निकल जाता है, भूसा अलग हो जाता है. ओके. बट नाउ द लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी, व्हाट दे डू, दे जस्ट टेक द सीड्स ओनली. They just collect the seeds. So rest material is still in the field, and if this is up to the farmer, if they need it, they just have it. Otherwise, what they do, they just burn it, which is not good for the society
सर
as well as
भूसा तो सर उसको एनिमल को फीड कर सकते हैं.
feed कर देते हैं, but they think that means they don't need it, so burn it. And that was basically very dried material. Because if they want to cut, then they have to put the labor. So the labor will charge the same if they collect with the seed. that area is same because that rate was fixed as per the area. Okay, so they thought we got the wheat will go to the market, and then with the help of this machine, and we just got the wheat, and the wheat rate is also very good, or we can have such kind of stock, and later on we can sell it to the mandi. So right now you are seeing that lot of activities are going on nearby Delhi regarding the agriculture bills.
सर तो
Okay.
भूसा को भी तो सेल करके उनको पैसे मिलते हैं.
पैसे मिलते हैं, but if they think they don't want it, whatever they invest, they got it. Bhusa can be sold. That can be used for their feeding stock to the animal. I had seen. हम तो ऐसे ही करते थे. Our relatives were doing the same thing. We were having the wheat as well as we were having that material, and that material we have to preserve in the store room. On the site हम लोग बनाते थे या घर के पास बनाते थे. So we have to transfer, and then we have to put that bhusa into that stock, and time to time we have to mix that material with water and other green material. We have to feed like the ज्वार की खेती होती है तो ज्वार को फीड करते हैं एनिमल्स को. शुगर कैन बल्क में हो गया तो शुगर कैन को भी स्मॉल पीसेस में काट काट कर बंद करते हैं, क्योंकि तो एनिमल को दिक्कत हो जाएगा. गन्ने को छोटा 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 काटना पड़ेगा, फिर वो हो जाएगा. Okay, so I had seen many things like that. Okay, so such kind of thing. But if you are having the cow dung in the bulk in your home or in your neighbors, so you can request to your neighbors, we need the cow dung, and that we have to feed into the biogas unit. One of our student from Ajmer, and he is running one very big dairy basically in Ajmer, and they asked me to just discuss about that biogas model, and later on when the student got graduate from here, so later on he called me, sir, we want to have such kind of model, this model, that model. So they got 2-3 quotations because they were having lot of cattle in their area, numbers बहुत ज्यादा उनके पास, and finally they had. So source availability is nice. If you don't have source, then how can you manage? You can pay, you can have the biogas unit, but you don't have source. So that will be also very useless. Okay. So feeding is also very important. If you are having the cow dung cake, cow dung source material, so you can feed into this, and then you can enjoy. In the last lecture, I gave you one example. One of my friend, when I was in the primary section, then we had seen that gobar gas installation is there. So later on, I got the idea. I had seen that time construction कैसे चल रहा है, and they had a very big house, and then they were having servant quarters, and then those servant they just manage such kind of biogas activities. And that time I just got that gobar gas का plant है उनका, and I had seen such kind of things, activities going on there. And but when I moved to my MPhil Energy Environment, then PhD, and that department basically dealing in that, so that time I got very clear picture कि actual चीज ये है ना. And I approached to my auntie nearby my town, and I asked her to have the biogas unit, but they said no, we are having one servant. That person collected all thing, then he took everything to the next area field, and then he collected the just cow dung cake, he dried it, then he put it into the stock, and then he is selling that stock to the neighbors in front of my auntie, and then my auntie collected money. So then she said, if I will go to the biogas model development, then first of all I have to just put the arrangement, and then cow dung I have to feed this, that, this, and our area is so big, and they are having land area a lot of. So then she said, we are so busy in other activities, so we will do that. And other side, I just approached, you will have very clean area, you can burn it, you can use into the kitchen area for the cooking purpose. that then this she gave another example that अरहर का दाल का लकड़ी बहुत लंबा होता है एंड ड्राइड होता है बहुत. So they just have 4-5 bighas arar dal production, and then they just keep it that wood into their stock. And during the rainy season, they also feed that wood into that area. And they said for the source we don't have any issue for the whole year. So finally they did not have it. And when I was in the rural areas nearby my university, then we approached, and very easily we approached the persons. Such kind of benefits you will have it, and they listen very carefully. This is quite new, and that area is also growing. So BDTC is also playing a very beautiful role in the nearby areas to grow that technology. Okay.
सर लेकिन ये रूरल एरियाज में ही लग पाएगा ना, अर्बन एरिया तो सोर्स ही नहीं.
अर्बन एरियाज में भी पॉसिबल है इफ यू आर हैविंग द सोर्स अवेलेबिलिटी. बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं ना, जिसे मैंने एग्जाम्पल अपने फ्रेंड का, उनका घर बहुत बड़ा है, पहली बात. सेकंड थिंग, उनका बेसिक कनेक्शन विलेज से नियर बाई 8 to 10 किलोमीटर, और उनके घर के एक साइड में उनका जो फार्मिंग मतलब जो उनका जो स्टाफ वो रहता है, और वहां पे उनके एनिमल्स भी हैं, बिकॉज दे वांट टू हैव एवरीथिंग प्योर. घी भी प्योर चाहिए, मिल्क भी प्योर चाहिए, लाइक दैट. तो फॉर दैट दे हैव टू हैव द कैटल्स, गाय भैंस कुछ तो होगा. So like that they had it, and according to that they designed it. Latest update I don't have, but 10 years before I had been there and I saw that system is working well. Of course maintenance is needed.
सर स्पेस भी ज्यादा नहीं होगा.
स्पेस तो उनका इतना बता नहीं सकते स्पेस का, लेकिन still they covered the whole area, and earlier they were having that combined gate, but now for that section they had a separate gate. If you want to go there, then you have to go into just corner, there is a gate, and then you go inside, and then animals is there, and the biogas unit, that was fixed biogas unit plant, fixed drum type. Okay. Now in the slide you can see here that order is also of course there, volatile solids, and you are getting methane, carbon dioxide, water, and trace gases also from the process, acid forming bacteria. So in the slide you can have the clear idea about this: volatile solids, volatile organic acids, methane forming bacteria. More, this is basically more detail on the digestion process. So this is next slide, and that is anaerobic digestion, conversion of organic matter by anaerobic microbes to the biogas and manure. So methane, as I told, 60, carbon dioxide days and hydrogen sulfide gases and other gases are also very less percentage. In anaerobic digestion, use a heated container to accelerate the degradation of the manure. Microorganisms produce a fuel gas and degrade the manure. Less odors are produced when compared to the non-controlled anaerobic digestion. That anaerobic process is also very important. So, so advantages of the digestion, basically pollution control, odor control, nutrient conservation, greenhouse gas reduction. So that all basically means things which are connected to the atmosphere, environment, and of course if we do that, we will not burn any kind of wood for that cooking purpose. So overall greenhouse gas, CO2 gas, such kind of gas we have to reduce or control with the help of that thing. That's why that is in the government agenda regarding that number of the meter cube, number of the biogas model installation, that much number of the meter cube. If you go by the MNRE website, you will go into the physical progress, and then you will see there is a separate column regarding the biogas installation. So few disadvantages also there for that technology. So number one is somewhat costly. So for that, government is providing some time subsidy. We have to check on the MNRE website whether the subsidy is available for all or for particularly means caste wise or like that. Higher maintenance management level required. And you see, means like that. Suppose you are having a biogas model at your home, and nobody is educated. So we have to train to that. So now the label of that area is also improved, and everybody is going to school, college. So it's not so tough. A startup is sometimes difficult. Storage required. So regarding storage point of view, you have to use the gas, and you have to develop the biogas unit as per your requirement. You need something, and you are producing a bulk. So at least then you have to share with your neighbors, or if you have an area for the agriculture land, and then you can use that biogas based slurry into your area too. Some risk of exploration. Okay. This is the methanization. The principal acids produced in stage 2 are processed methogenic bacteria to produce methane, like that acetic acid, ethanol. If that acetic acid convert into the methane and carbon dioxide, ethanol plus CO2 that convert methane. So with the help of, and I will share all these slides with you. Biomethanization implementation and impact. So in the slide you can see agriculture waste system, agro-industrial waste system, and municipal waste system. So basically that whatever in our term we are saying waste, that is not waste, that is a residue material that can use for the other purpose. So that we can feed into the units to generate biogas as energy. So in the next slide, you can see the dung, agro waste, organic waste going to biogas plant through inlet point. And at inlet point, you have to be very careful. Arunima saying, hello. What do you think? What do you think the role of the inlet section? आप कैसे मैनेज करेंगे इसको? You see, you have a biogas unit, and you need to feed that unit with the source. तो बायोगैस के लिए सोर्स क्या है? बायोडिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल्स, वेजिटेबल्स. म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन में अगर आप जाएं तो म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन जो है वो अपनी टीम भेज के खाना का जो वेस्ट आइटम है या फ्रूट वेस्ट आइटम है, फ्रूट्स वेस्ट आइटम है, वो कलेक्ट कराते हैं. लेकिन हम लोग घरों पे उसको जनरली मिक्स कर देते हैं, है ना, कि उसी में एल्यूमिनियम कंटेनर भी पड़ा हुआ है, कैन पड़ा हुआ है, प्लास्टिक बोतल पड़ी हुई है. सो एवरीथिंग शुड बी सेपरेट, कि प्लास्टिक बोतल separate, aluminium and metals can separate, and this is the food and fruit section. So only such kind of materials is there. So when the lorry will come to your door, so automatically you will just throw this material into the section. So then they will not have any kind of sorting on the plant. So this is basically pickers, है ना. पिकर्स आते हैं वो आपको सामान लेने के लिए. So they collect it and they are on the lorry. So बैक साइड में वो लोग होते हैं, आगे ड्राइवर होता है, एंड देन यू कैन गिव इट टू देम. ओके. सो सेपरेशन तो आपने सेपरेटली कर लिया एट होम, and then they are just throwing this to that section, and that will go to the biogas development unit, and from that section they will produce the unit means in that as a source to the biogas unit, and then that matter is solved. So overall cleanness is there in your area, no smell, and or otherwise you have a very big headache what to do with such kind of things. I had remember means nearby the large mandis, every town having a space where that cooperative society running such kind of mandis. So at that mandi, the local farmers are coming to that area and then they sell their crops, their products to that area, and from the local distributor they collected such kind of potato, tomato, wheat, आपका cauliflower, bananas. So like that they collected, and fruits also they collected and then they distributed to the whole town. And then whoever buy this they just consume and then throw that sell. जो भी संतरे खा रहे हैं तो उसके चिक्कल फेंक दिए, बनाना खा रहे हैं तो उसका चिक्कल फेंक दिया, सेब खा रहे हैं तो उसको पील करके छील लिया, उसके ऊपर का पोर्शन ये कर दिया. So like that. So then you see lot of waste is there, lot of waste. Now our country is growing good way. We are thinking about that. So we collected. If you go to any shop, any vegetable market, so they are not throwing anything over there. वहां पे कहीं कोई फेंकता नहीं है दादरा कुछ भी. They just sell it and they just collect it. Otherwise, earlier scene क्या था? आप एक फ्रूट्स की शॉप पे गए, पता चला वो सारा फ्रूट्स कर करके केले का छिक्कल फेंक फेंक के वहीं डाल रहा है, वहीं डाल रहा है, वहीं फेंक रहा है, वहीं पे फेंक रहा है. एंड देन somebody is making the fruit juice, तो फ्रूट जूस बना रहा है, वहीं पे उसका जितना भी रेजिडू मटेरियल्स उसको थ्रो कर रहा है. अब क्या हो गया? अब डिफरेंट है. दे आल्सो कलेक्टेड इन दैट बॉक्सेस एंड देन दे थ्रो this to the particular places where the municipal corporation is well connected. Okay, so then automatically गंदगी साफ हो गया, and that is the source basically. ये कोई waste material नहीं है. This is not waste, this is residue material. Okay, so that material input is also very important. So that is the duty of the person who is dealing in the biogas plant to see that what you are feeding in it, that must be correct. Otherwise, what will happen? That will go into the plant and settle at the bottom. And slowly, then you will see that your system is not producing lot of gases, and then you need maintenance. So when the maintenance follows, so where you have to go? Either you go to the person who installed it, or you can contact to the person nearby the BDTC center. And then they will come and then they will see, oh, that is the problem. That's why the production rate is not good. Okay, such kind of things is okay. So I am ending now on this and we will continue. Okay, so you believe.